there are just some cars that I get on taste that I never want to give back. I mean, they're very far and few between. More often than not, Audi's in that mix. So this Audi Q8, I mean, if I go on the run now, I know you guys will back me up, okay? I'm just going to keep it. Now, last year was the launch, which I attended, but they only launched with a turbo petrol engine, which was in the 55 TFSI. Now, sometimes the sun does not work in my favor when I'm trying to film, okay? But at the time, I was like, it was so superb that I was like, whatever, go for it. Don't wait for the diesel if you don't want to. Even though this sort of premium luxury SUV coupe segment loves a diesel engine. But I was like, oh no, go for the petrol, you'll love it. Well, now I've got this, the turbo diesel, which is the 45 TDI, and I'm just like, oh no. Now I love both of them. I might love this a little bit more. I realize I just spat there. And it's just so hard. If you had to choose, I just don't know what. Well, I don't have to. Mainly because, I'm stealing this one. Because, driving this feels like a little bit of paradise. I mean, the exterior of a Q8 for me is just sublime. I think, sorry, I often wear lipstick. Things get stuck to your mouth. It is beautiful. The lights at the back, everything is just, I think it's super sexy. And then you've got this interior, which is super classy. It's beautifully done. It's like, even this touch screen, okay, we know how much I hate them or whatever, but this, like, you press it, it feels like a button. I've spoken about this on other Audis as well. So it feels a bit better. Yeah, I'd love a probably more traditional button, but if I'm going to have a touch screen, it's going to be this one, because it's so sort of intuitive, it's user friendly, it works well. There isn't a delay on things, so fabulous. And it's got two, it just looks really sleek, really beautiful. And look, you're paying just under 1.58 million rand for this, so you can expect all the fucking bells and whistles, I'd say. Okay, like I would expect heated seats, which I'm thrilled about because it's 10 degrees Celsius right now. But be careful, because if you want things like the phone box package, which has a wireless charger, then you're going to have to pay for it. Okay, so just be careful. It doesn't have everything, but it's got a lot. Okay, but this engine, okay, it's a 3-litre V6 turbo diesel. You get 183 kilowatts of power and 600 Newton meters of torque. So it is potent, and it is a lovely cruiser. I mean, I just want to go on a road trip after road trip in this car, and you know I don't love a road trip, but I would if I was in this. Paradise. Oh no, I really am sucking at this. Just a girl, she expected the world. It's sort of super refined, super luxurious, and you don't have to be afraid to hit the dirt, let me tell you, because this all-wheel drive system is pretty capable, especially if you're going to hit a bit of mud or gravel. I mean, I wouldn't go climbing Kilimanjaro in it, because also, would you? I would be so like, oh, don't scratch. I don't know, like, ish. But it can go, like, if you're going away and there's a dirt road to your lovely cabin in the snow, oh, what a life some people lead, hey? Says me while I'm driving this car, but I don't lead that life, for real. It's all a facade, this, One thing to note, it is quite wide, okay? So be careful when parking it. You've got cameras everywhere or whatever, but it is quite a wide car. But it does feel very nimble as well. So I feel like I'm in a big car, which is quite a nice feeling, I think, when you're sort of driving, especially on like a road trip and everything, because it's flippin' spacious. The rear legroom, the boot space, everything. I mean, it's really, really big. It's lovely. Okay, it doesn't have 7 seats, but well, I don't think anyone needs those. Well, no, I lie. People with kids, maybe. Okay. See, I always opt for more boot space than I do for more seats. Rather kick the peeps out, put my baggage and my booze in there, So now, would I go for the BMW X6? Would I go for the Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe, maybe in the Porsche Cayenne Coupe, or this? Right now, I'm going to say this. I'd love to drive them actually all back to back before making that decision, because you drive these quite far apart from each other sometimes. So it's quite nice to be able to drive them completely back to back. But at this point, I can tell you that this car is glorious. Glorious. And all I know is that I don't want to give it back. Evil laugh. Wowzer. Okay, so here's my free advice today. When you're driving in the rain, okay, and I might have said this before, but I feel like while I'm driving in some rain, wet weather, it's becoming apparent that some people don't listen. I don't think people really grasp this or understand it correctly, but if you are driving in wet weather and you have to brake very quickly or suddenly or whatever, your car will slide for a lot longer than it would in dry weather. So where you think, oh, well, I know I'll brake before this car in front of me or whatever. No, you won't. No, you won't. And you will cause an accident and or kill people and yourself and whatever. Not okay. Just adjust your driving when it's raining and all the roads are wet. That's it. Be more cautious, be more aware, be more patient, be all the things that you maybe normally aren't, which you should be anyways, but just be more of those if you are, because it can be flippin' dangerous, and it can be the difference between an accident and not. I mean, I don't know why people want to have accidents. Why? It causes traffic as well. Hey, I'm not even my lively self right now because it's just so chilled. I'm so comfortable.